that certain people can't even be around you because your energy is so strong. Vibrate so high that anybody that's wishing to do evil upon you, it shall be revealed. Vibrate so high that any evil entity feels uncomfortable in your presence.
My head hot because I make a lot, don't think that I forgot. Put a track on the arc to find out where he lay his top. 30 shots sitting that dirty Glock, he played and he got popped. Either love me or you love me not. I'ma be me, think it's sweet, you better move discreet. That talking shit be obsolete. Hollow heads remove his teeth while in these streets they play for keeps. Subject to cease, mission complete. Disappear for about a week, I put that dick on my little freak. I'm on some soldier shit. He ain't no killer, he ain't get who he was supposed to get. 50 in the drink, when you jump out you ain't supposed to miss. Latin they supposed to blitz, they supposed to throw a fit. Talking peace like they supposed to quit, that stick supposed to kick. I bought my head and that's all off for protection. He know I'm stepping for any minor transgression, ain't no flexing. I'm pressed about the shit I love. And I refuse to leave my mama to bear her son. Hold up, I'm going back in. Like Coach we down 10, put me back in. A tree limb, a cave, a nigga back in. Fault letting them back in. Y'all go around back and block the back end. They run out, I'ma blow they shit back in. Bitch, I'm going back in like I left some. Who that say dread ain't gon' stamp nothing. Now you wanna talk, give you that check coming. Tit, she gon' eat that dick until her nose running. Tit, I gotta beat that pussy like she stole something. Tit. And that cock still clicking. How he killed your partner, but he's still living. But you big woofing on the neck like you be still spinning. I get tunnel vision with that glizzy. I'ma on the business.
Yo. Yeah. Everything straight. We're waiting on you. Alright, say less. I got you.
Yo, what's up with you, man? We back at it like crack addicts. It's your boy, Boss Cross, Big CEO across your heart. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to the channel, man. The channel is doing numbers. The short reels are going viral. Salute to the one reel is like at 4-point-some million views. Man, I appreciate it, man. Everything. Numbers are doing what they're supposed to do. Also, shout out to my man, Dewberry, Charleston White, and OG Sane. Huntsville, Alabama, man, this weekend was another movie, man. Charleston came out, did his thing, man. So salute to Charleston White. Y'all go follow them brothers. Again, man, them my guys, and they doing big things. Salute to Charleston White and Dewberry. Again, man, changing the game to change it for the right way. So that being said, man, this weekend, right? So I'm looking through stuff and I mess around and I see, I don't know if y'all remember, okay, so back in our days, we used to watch stuff like Nickelodeon, you know what I'm saying? So in my era, Nickelodeon was the bomb. You had the Slimer. They used to do that Double Dare. Man, they had all types of stuff. You had Drake and Josh. You know, I wasn't a big fan of them, but a lot of kids looked at Drake and Josh, Amanda, you know what I'm saying, with Amanda Bynes, all these people, Keke Palmer. They had a bunch of people on there during that time, right? And this was the thing. And a lot of times we don't know in this industry how wicked this industry is. And if you've seen lately, a lot of people are coming out speaking the truth about the industry. So we have one that's called Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side. Now, in this right here, okay, back in 2004, there was a charge against the guy, Dan Schneider. A lot of people remember Dan Schneider. It was All of That. I think it was All That or something like that. Well, anyway, he was on there. What was the other one he was on? Was it All That? And it was another one. But anyway, he helped produce a lot of these ones that we used to watch back in the days. He used to be on some of the shows. From there, he ventured off. He created all the big names, the iCarlys, all these shows. Well, behind he had they said he had a really dark past, and he was basically abusing a lot of these people. One of the biggest names was the guy Drake Bell from Drake and Josh. Now, with Drake and Josh, he ended up coming out and he's telling everything. He's talking about the acting coach, which he only did like a year and a half or something like that, or got a register or whatever. But I want to get into this because I found this very interesting. And again, salute to everybody from the Nickelodeon past. I can only imagine some of the stuff kids go through. Because imagine if we hear about these actors go through again, and we know that the whole child trafficking thing, everything is at a high norm, and grooming and everything like that. It makes way much more sense to catch these ones when they're young, because at the end of the day, that's how they get at them. So that being said, let's go ahead and peep this out real fast.
Working for Dan was like being in an abusive relationship.
Investigation Discovery has dropped the trailer for their new 4-part docuseries called Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. Per a press release, the series alleges there was, quote, an insidious environment rife with allegations of abuse, sexism, racism, and inappropriate dynamics with its
So were they going at about the whole thing with the having the discrimination and stuff? A lot of the ones you're going to see in this part series, one of the kids from the Double Dare. And to me, I didn't look at it like that. And most of us don't look at it like that. And they're going to show it. With the one kid, the little young black guy, they did one scene where Dan and them created. Like Dan did all type of stuff. He used to do stuff with the feet and everything. And if y'all go back and watch some of the stuff he did, was pretty sickening. A lot of the girls were afraid of him, right? They was all afraid of him. So that being said, the one young black guy back then on Double Dare, they covered him full of peanut butter, right? And then he had to lay on the ground. And then they let a bunch of dogs loose. And the dogs were all around him just licking on the peanut butter. And he felt uncomfortable. But at the same time, back in those days, it was limited for anybody of color to even be on those type of shows. Because those shows was not, at our time, we didn't have that many shows geared towards just us and what we did, so we had to fall into what they call the mainstream media. So let's go into that.
Underage stars and crew, and specifically focuses on allegations of a toxic work environment involving Dan Schneider, the creator of hit Nickelodeon shows such as iCarly and Zoe 101. In the trailer, former cast and crew members share their experiences working for the network and Schneider.
So right there, there's Dan Schneider right there. Again, started off, he was in the TV shows himself. He was a TV kid in the TV shows. So this is the guy right here, man, that started it. And again, it only takes somebody that you wouldn't think, or whatever case might have happened when he was coming up, where he understood that grooming process and he knew what it took to put these kids in these situations. Again, not saying all of them allegedly happened, and we will find out. And y'all make sure y'all go find that. That's on ID, and it's called Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side. And salute to them, and salute to the young kids, whether you're young or old, and you want to identify right now, because who's to say when somebody's supposed to say when somebody was violated? That's not my place. I've never been violated, so I don't know. But at the same time, I salute them for coming out. So this was on a constant. These were writers that they were trying to bring in. And I mean, they were hit with all types of charges. Thing about it, during that time, you had Universal Studios, which was at that time trying to blow up off of the whole Nickelodeon thing. Because at that time, when Universal Studios opened up, it really wasn't nothing going on there. So they focus everything around this whole Nickelodeon thing to try to blow up Nickelodeon.
These are 3 predators who worked at Nickelodeon.
So Dan Schneider ended up bringing these guys in, right? And just these 3 guys right here. Well, I know the one in the middle was convicted of doing that, right? That's the guy that they allegedly was essaying Drake Bell. And the other 2 guys, so I said these were guys that was on. Imagine being on a set every day, and that the one right here on the left, no disrespect, we already know who he looking for. The one in the middle, he looked kind of like, but the one on the right, we can tell. We can tell what he was on. He was looking at these young girls, and him, it could have went either way for him. But the one on the left definitely look zesty. Definitely look zesty on this one.
In a short amount of time.
Oh my gosh, we're ready for it.
So like some of the young kids, Some of the black kids during that time was overlooked. You know what I'm saying? They would give them parts that was, you know, pretty degrading a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Till you came out with the other, you know, later on, you know what I'm saying? The Kikis and all them, the Raven Simones, things of that nature. See what I'm saying? This is crazy. I mean, they was finding, look, the execution cert also recovered. Defendant kept in plastic bag contains girls' underwear and other objects. This is crazy, man. He had taken over 1,000 images of young girls from school. He lived across the street from a school. See what I'm saying? These are people, you know what I'm saying? And he was exploded if he couldn't get a hold of a little girl that he was considered how he could find one to go are these little kids. They say he used to be, I mean, this is crazy. This is really, it's really sickening when you think about it, man, because this is the industry. And imagine your child has talent. You're thinking, man, my child's going to make it. That's why we tell people in this industry world, man, be careful of who you're around, and you cannot be around everybody. That's why people like, you know, R.I.P. Nip and them said circle getting smaller, everybody can't go. Because, man, you don't know what you bring in and what you might tap in when you add wealth and fame to a lot of stuff. Some people are not humble. Whatever it does, like I tell, money does not change you. It only magnifies who you are. Fame doesn't change you. It magnifies who you are or what you could potentially be, whether they could be a threat, whether they could be a danger, or whether they could be helpful.
Sector. It made me wonder.
So tell me how can you have all these counts related to this one actor coach and nobody say nothing? And I mean, all them kids, look at them kids, man, they were all taken advantage of, allegedly. That's sad. You could tell the little boy on the right with the glasses, they probably just missed. And then the one on the left, you can look at them now. You can look at them and tell where they were trying to protect. Like even with that young black girl, I think they really tried to protect her. And it's sad, man. This is crazy. They're making money, but at the same time, their MO is totally different. They're looking to make money and exploit them any which way, financially and physically.
Ooh.
And see, that's where I feel like, look at him. He lying. He knew that. He didn't think that would come out. That's why I said people like that. He was like, on our show? Yes, on y'all show. Yes, somebody was constantly getting abused on your show. And it's crazy that him and these other people were so caught up, and you can't tell me somebody didn't see that. They were too blinded. Either they were blinded or they didn't want to see it at all.
Have you ever told your story publicly before?
E! News has reached out to Nickelodeon and Dan Schneider for comment and has not yet heard back. In 2018, Nickelodeon and Schneider announced that they were no longer working together. In a 2021 interview with the New York Times, Schneider said he never acted inappropriately with people he worked with, stating, "I couldn't, and I wouldn't have the long-term friendships and continued loyalty from so many reputable people if I'd mistreated my actors of any age, especially minors."
See, and that's the weird part about him is, tell me, if you are the one who created all these great shows, why did you just separate ties? Why did Nickelodeon then want to have nothing else to do with you when you are the creator who helped Nickelodeon be Nickelodeon? Isn't that crazy? And then say your loyalty. Maybe it's the loyalty to the top name people that put them there.
Schneider also told the newspaper that if people considered him, quote, difficult, this was because of what he called his high standards. As he put it, "I'm very willing to defend creative things that I believe in." Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV will premiere across 2 nights on ID, March 17th and 18th.
So yeah, so that is the show, Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Again, this is for a lot of the people during our age. And it just shows you this is where we're at right now. Like, you can't hide this no more. I mean, just think about, and when you look at from the music industry, from the movies, from the kids shows, from the entertainment. You're talking about a plethora of people that's all been violated. And then they go out in the world and hurt people. So that's a recruitment of grooming more. So we don't know how many people. It could be alleged that at least 90% of the people have been groomed in the industry. Who knows? But if it's on Drake and Josh, one of the biggest shows, and they said that's how he started. He said he started spiraling out of control. A lot, and like you see a lot of them all of a sudden out of nowhere, the Orlando Browns, they just start, Amanda Bynes, they just start going crazy. They tweaking out on drugs. Have you ever noticed that the Caitlyn sisters, Mary-Kate and Ashley and them, you don't see them no more. They just disappeared. They didn't even want to do that whole thing with Bob Saget and them, because at that time they said the things that he used to do was inappropriate. So just imagine some of these people that got groomed. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite actors or actresses back then, kids actors that you thought, oh my God, they're so funny, but their life was in shambles. They was like living in a dark circle. So I just think that's real sad, man. So, you know, in the comments, tell me what y'all think, man. Y'all put that in there. Or a lot of y'all, what do y'all think about this? Does it matter? It's just the year that we need to start bringing this out, because at the end of the day, I think a lot of people owe this, not to just my generation, but to destroy the past so the future don't keep going. And at least we are aware when we see it, because other than that, man, you can't see that, man. So again, salute to everybody that came, that's going to check this out. Y'all go check that out, man. Quiet on the Set, the dark side of kids TV. Drake Bell is exposing the industry through Nickelodeon, and he's telling it all. And it's a 4-part series. They talk about Double Dare, talk about a lot of stuff that we used to watch growing up, and we thought it was hilarious. But then when you look at it, it really was shaming. And you would say, why would somebody, one thing is about doing challenges, but the way they did them and degraded them. And you got to ask yourself now, was that some type of fixation that they had, that they, you know what I'm saying, that they, you know, they were excited about that or whatever. But on that note, man, it's your boy Cross, man. You've been plugged in with the Plug Podcast by Cross Your Heart. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. And on that note, I need y'all to continue to keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to continue to be great. Peace.
Anything if you don't snap, they say only speak on violence. I'ma speak on my environment, niggas wildin'. Jitter open up your face to catch a case and can't keep shh. I'ma speak on being silent in a place where it's colliving. I clam up when I hear sirens. In my mind be on colliding by what I love. I ain't sweeping shit under no rug. I'm sending slugs. Keep tit when being alone, but it be times I wanna hug. Diamond in the rough, still trying to wash off all this mud. The teacher say he bad, but really jit misunderstood. Blood, sweat, and tears, they said he couldn't, but he could. Still smiling like shit good. The water off, we fill up jugs. And I still give my last to get my dog home if I could. So fuck $1 million views, I need $1 million.
Real talk.
I said fuck $1 million views, I need $1 million.